blockchain. They've successfully built an MVP, a solid MVP of Sagio. Sagio is essentially it's like a product that essentially allows agents to communicate with each other.
The traditional level of teaching, of course, it's not enough for the current generation since the digital technology has been developing rapidly. So they have to adapt to that technology development.
What we are missing as a stack in general, like in enterprise, be it on Web3 side, is the who component, which Ananta talks a lot.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone, whatever time zone you are in. Happy Saturday. I'm Ruta Krishnan. As you probably know by now, you see my face once a month, and we're making strides here at MOI. This month we have some really exciting updates. We have our DevRel Adi that's going to talk a little bit about that, as well as Sai. We have a new member joining us today. His name is Piyush, and I am very excited to get to know him a little bit better because I'm yet to meet him too. As well as a guest speaker, we have Dr. Abhirami here today to talk to us a little bit more too. But before we get started, just as a gentle reminder, this video will be posted up on our YouTube channel. Do definitely check it out. Send it to people that are unable to be here for this call today. And also drop comments in our YouTube channel about things you want to see from us, things you want to hear from us, and things we can maybe change. Vardhan and I were just talking about maybe intro music, so let us know what kind of intro music you want. Be sure to stay up to date with all of our social channels, our X page. We have our Instagram page slowly up and running again, so definitely check that out as well. And join our Discord channel if you haven't already. But that is all from me for now. Let's hand it over to Adi, who is our DevRel, for some really exciting updates.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Adi. I'm the DevRel at MOI. So we've had a very exciting last couple of months, especially a lot of stuff that we've been working on in terms of talking to developers, adoption, data-related stuff. We've had a very, very exciting last even 2 weeks actually. And to kick that off, ETH Denver. For some reason, there was a lot of negative connotation around ETH Denver this year because of timing, and a lot of people said that it won't be as let's say impactful or high signal as the event used to be, because everyone knows ETH Denver is one of the biggest crypto events in the world. But it was huge this time. It was quite high signal. There was very less noise. There was a lot of serious people, and there was a lot of crowd over there as well. One example I can give you is we spent almost 45 minutes outside the main venue line just to be able to check in. There was a lot of crowd. It was a great event. We had a lot of really cool developers, and go to the next slide. We have a couple of pictures that we can share as well from our time there. Yeah, so we met Colton from Quip Network. There's Lou Kerner over there. And we also had lunch with the Purdue Wallet blockchain team, who are actually working on MOI Forge with us right now. We went to Giordano's, and we all got to know each other. It was fun to meet these rockstar developers, because we've been working so closely with them online for so long. It was really, really nice to see them in person as well. And that's the Denver side of things. On the protocol, let's just dive straight into the DevRel updates. On the protocol and documentation side of things, we've implemented some significant bug fixes, which have essentially allowed the network to further scale and further become like a more stronger high performance network. And we're always updating our documentation very rigorously based on feedback given to us by different developers. And obviously we have documentation for SDK, for Cocolang, and all of these are being very rigorously reviewed, very rigorously also being kind of judged based on how good they are in terms of for AIs to be able to understand them. So we're staying up to date with industry standards, and we're also going to come up with a lot more tutorials and a lot more practical examples for developers to actually access, and make it just even more, every day it just gets easier to develop on MOI. And a couple more updates on the MOI Forge side of things. As I mentioned, we had lunch with the Purdue team. wallet blockchain. With context portability, and they did a really good job, because they essentially, we kind of challenged them a lot, because obviously early on, when they started out, they're still young student developers, but they understood the idea of partition centricity, and they were able to fully architect Sagio and build alongside us, which has been a great experience. And then PCCOE, which is another college we've been working on right now, are also ongoing with their two projects, which is Lux AI and Zero Trust. So that one's not quite complete yet, but we're still actively working with them and having that move ahead. And for the most exciting announcement of my segment of the call today, well, there's one more after this, is MOI Forge is officially partnering with Oxford Blockchain Society, and obviously, I need not say much about Oxford. They're one of the biggest universities in the world, who have some of the sharpest minds in the industry. So Oxford Blockchain Society is essentially a club that's been around since, I think, 2016, 2017. And they're very developer-heavy, tech-heavy focused blockchain club, meaning they go to a lot of hackathons, they take part in a lot of bug bounties and grants. So what this really means is we are another aspect of MOI Forge is not just to get traction on chain and communicate the idea of partition centricity, but also to rigorously validate this from an academic standpoint, which is why when we work with like PhDs and master students from Oxford, we will really be able to validate the MOI ecosystem. And this is really exciting. We're going to be starting with them on the 20th of April when their term starts. But this is like a huge project for us going forward. And the second announcement I have from the DevRel side of things is I've actually been working on something called MOI Sprint. For those who started learning Solidity about 3 to 4 years ago, there were a lot of different developer tools that came out. Like there was Speedrun Ethereum, there was Scaffold ETH. Most of you would have seen the Patrick Collins 23-hour long YouTube video. But my favorite one out of those was Speedrun Ethereum, because it was essentially like gamified development, and it essentially abstracted the process of having to connect your smart contract to your backend and then to also like connect it to the front end at the same time. I thought that's the easiest way to get onboarded onto purely understanding how to develop on Solidity and smart contracts, and that's how I got started. So I decided to use the same philosophy and build something similar for MOI. We're calling it MOI Sprint. Let me just quickly share my screen and I can walk you guys through it real quick. Yeah, so this is essentially MOI Sprint. Once you start sprinting, we have about 2 challenges live right now. One is a soulbound badge token. So the way this works is essentially we have it starts off with just a basic explanation of what the project is, a basic explanation of the concepts of MOI that you need to understand to be able to make the best implementation of this project. And you essentially have a GitHub repo, which is essentially like a scaffold with a fully built-in front end, and essentially you just have to fill in the blanks for smart contract logic, for the Coco logic or the JavaScript SDK logic that you would use, and the solution is all on this website. So you have a step-by-step implementation plan, and and one more really cool part about this is once you connect your wallet over here, if you completed a challenge, it'll reflect on this. So we're going to eventually have leaderboards where you can compete with your friends and see who effectively does the most. So one of the challenges live right now is the Soulbound badge, and the second one is a simple peer-to-peer swap program, and we're going to be coming up with a lot more soon. So if anyone wants to get involved, this is not fully live just yet. It'll be live by the end of this week. But if anyone wants to get involved with this, wants to be an early tester, please reach out to me. You know where to find me on Twitter, Telegram, or on the MOI community.
Yeah, awesome. I think we've had a lot of progress on the DevRel side recently, probably because we have some great, we have a great team. And I'm really excited. I think, it definitely creates a sense of credibility when we have, more people building and more people testing. So I'm definitely excited to see where Oxford goes and also see a little bit more about MOI Sprint. So
Sorry, add just
Yeah.
one last announcement. So obviously Discord's going to be our one-stop shop for everything developer communication related. I'm going to start posting any new update we have, whether that's a new chapter to MOI Sprint, whether that's a new documentation update. Everything's going to be fully documented on Discord going forward. And the second thing is actually a very interesting announcement. We've basically built this group of about 50 to 60 developers right now on Telegram who have been carefully invited to validate the idea of native assets. This group is not supposed to be from it's not supposed to be a marketing issue, marketing scheme. It's more of a pure developer DeFi testing platform, and we invite any DeFi developers out there in our community who want to actively test out MOI, and we have a very structured plan on how you guys can get involved. And so the link for that is on the left, and the link for the Discord is on the right. And obviously, anytime you guys want to reach out to me, any ideas, any questions you have about MOI, I'm always here to answer those questions. So yeah, that's it from my side. Awesome talking to you guys, and have a great weekend.
Thanks, Abby. I'm gonna leave this up for just one more minute. But yeah, I think we're growing for sure, and I think our developer group is slowly but surely making an impact, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. Okay, so if anybody needs that QR code, drop a comment in the chat, and then I could always bring it back up at the end. But now we get to hear a little bit more from one of our new team members, Piyush. Piyush, I think honestly you would do a better job introducing yourself, what your plans are for MOI, and a little bit about what you like to do.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for getting me introduced. So guys, I'm Piyush, go by Pima on various platforms, but very happy to be part of MOI team. I think what we are missing as a stack in general, in enterprise, be it on Web3 side or whatever you say, in computer science, is the who component, which Ananta talks a lot about. And that's what I want to spread a lot, while doing and bringing many devs out there to test out stuff. And yeah, of course, we want many stuff to build on MOI. Of course, there are many use cases which I love to do, have on MOI. But yeah, I mean, I will be, leading business development and ecosystem at MOI. Kind of about my background, I am in space since a decade or more, where I started my journey from being a hacker turned developer via Bitcoin, of course, because that was the first payment I've received in crypto. And then further, I've started building stuff, be it on DeFi or otherwise. And then eventually I've worked with many companies. Outlier is something I used to mentor a lot of projects there. So that's a different piece of cake. But yeah, when it comes to Polygon, I was there for the early 2020 and was there for almost 1.5 years. Then worked with Protocol Labs, which is kind of a super hub of decentralized peer-to-peer technologies. And literally now they have spun out into 49 plus companies. So it's crazy to see and be there. So yeah, I mean, there it was crazy. Then further, I was into purely in DeFi, kind of into more GPU selling as well, which kind of worked. And now Spiron, which is a company I've worked as well. And then I worked with my last company called Bima, where I'm still advisor. There is pure a stablecoin, and I think stables and agents are going to work together. So I think, yeah, would love to push as much I can push around agents or making DeFi safe and AI safe. So yeah, very happy to be here. And yeah, I think the dev group, which Adi mentioned, is pretty good. It's pretty, I think we have to hide the chat, members there. Otherwise, many of the good folks there might be spammed. So feel free to spam now till you have the moment to spam them. But I think it's going to be crazy year for us and for MOI. But yeah, I also want to take a time to the folks sitting in Middle East. So be safe. Hope civilians are, great there, because I think some thing is huge happening. But yeah, apart from that, I think on MOI end, feel free to reach out to me if you want, and if you have a crazy idea around agents, if you want to make AI safe from any angle, if you want to your DeFi safe while native assets are there, if you want to test out stuff, feel free to reach out to me as well. I can also add you in the group. And yeah, I'll be here for anything you need. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. It feels great to match your face and name too. So welcome to the team. We are so excited to have you. Okay. So here is our guest speaker for today. Our guest speaker is Dr. Abhirami. She is the professor in the Computer Science and Engineering Department of Presidency University. She has more than 19 years of experience. She is very well known, very well educated. So let's give her a warm welcome. Dr. Abhirami, thank you so much for taking the time today to speak with us.
So first of all, it's my privilege to be part of this community, and I thank the entire team of MOI for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this. So recently we have connected with MOI for an MOU with our Presidency University. So first of all, I would like to thank the entire team that have visited our campus on 26th February recently. Mr. Chandrasekhar sir, Mr. Sai Kiran, Mr. Gokul, and Mr. Srikar. So the entire team has visited our campus for signing this MOU, and also they have initiated the roadmap bootcamp of blockchain actually. So we are really thankful for that, for this initiative they have taken, and of course we had a good time with them also. So first of all, so what exactly this relationship is going to provide us? So that's very important actually. So some of the things they have committed for this MOU is that innovation driven education. So of course the students with the traditional level of teaching, of course it's not enough for the current generation, since the digital technology has been developing rapidly, so they have to adapt to that technology development. So they should adapt to that. Innovation should be there with them. So some research point of view, the critical thinking they should have. So all those things has been expected with the innovation driven education. Then industry aligned learning. So of course from the industry point of view also, they're expecting the students should be ready for onboard with the live projects. That's what they're expected. So but when it comes to industry aligned education, also expect students to get to know about the live technology that has been developed, new generation technology that has been there in the industry now. And of course, as technology has developed in a rapid way, so we also expect the people from industry to come to our campus. Of course, I am thankful to Mr. Sai Kiran that he is part of our board of studies for our program that is blockchain. So when it comes to Presidency University, we have n number of specialized cluster of CSE. So we have IoT, we have specialized program for blockchain, we have cybersecurity, we have DevOps, data science. So we have n number of current technology that's been aligned as a specialized program, so that we are providing for our students. So of course for this current generation and the domain specific training that the students have been expected to go through, so that they can be aligned with the industry. So for that, of course, for the board of studies, we are expecting people from industry to support us. for a training program. So then only the students can understand what exactly the industries are been going through and where we are lagging. So of course, the students with the normal teaching syllabus, so they will be having a syllabus, or specific syllabus will be there, so they'll be studying that. So that's not enough. So when it comes to a syllabus oriented teaching learning process, and the industry is growing rapidly, so there is a gap between both the things. So of course this partnership will support us in bridging that gap between the industry and of course the academia that has been going through. We are expecting training programs from to make our students ready for the placements actually. So of course, why this collaboration matter here is that so we have the current technology, that is blockchain. So of course for digital transformation, so that has been enabled by blockchain. Transparency has been expected. So the secure data transmission with blockchain is one of the major concern that is nowadays that has been expected. So of course our students should know what exactly and develop themselves to be ready for their career actually. So the global learning process or global opportunities they should avail. So when they can avail these opportunities is that when they're updating with themselves with the current technologies. So that of course this collaboration comes into matter, like yeah, of course the live technologies, the current updates about blockchain, our students are going to get with this collaboration actually. So we are really thankful for that actually. And yeah, AI is everywhere like nowadays. So without AI, of course, all the automation, all the prediction, all this deduction that has been happening with the AI. So decision making comes into picture when it comes to AI. Of course, it's providing a very good impact on taking the decisions in all aspects of medicine or agriculture, whatever it might be. Yeah, stuffs are providing a very good impact on the development of rapid development of the technologies actually. So that's very important when technology comes into picture, and collaboration with technology ecosystem like MOU is enabling that. So what has been expected is that yeah, the student should be ready for onboard, so that the real-time exposure has been provided from MOI, so that we are strengthening their skill development learning. So all those stuffs has been enabled with the help of this particular collaboration. So we are of course thankful for MOU for providing this opportunity for our students. So what exactly the students are getting out of this collaboration is that so the real-time learning exposure they are going to get out of this. Then hands-on training programs the MOI is going to provide, that is a boot camp for 12 weeks they are going to get out of it. So the live examples, the live exposure, the real-time problems they are going to solve with the help of this MOI that we have signed. And of course they are going to get some exposure, or they are going to they can even form a network with the same community that they can develop their skills in the specialization program of blockchain. So that of course will encourage our students also. And of course the innovative learning from the company end, and the research, yeah, of course they can when they get the confidence through this particular training program or through this particular workshops, they can also develop their research oriented aspects also. So they might develop a projects, they might develop a live projects with the help of some mentors from your company end actually. And yeah, of course they can do some publications, some quality publications from our end. So all these things that the students are getting out of this collaboration. So of course the students are also so lucky to have such an industry that is coming and supporting our students. So we are also thankful for that actually. So the next is that yeah, of course industry academia collaboration, of course that's that of course I have already intimated, like, so there is a gap between the industry and the academia. So we are bridging this with this MOU that we have signed. So this boot camp, this training program, our students are going to be a part of it. So of course their confidence will improvise in this particular domain. So much limited for students to develop themselves. So of course with the MOA community, of course they will get an exposure. They'll get the live real world examples. They might solve the real problems and all. They can be strong enough to be a part of any of the projects, live projects, or so all those stuffs they can do it with the help of this community development. So especially we are very much thankful to MOA community for availing this opportunity for our university especially. So and so in building our students, developing from both ends, from the company end and from our universities, we are there to support the students for their development. So of course we are expecting even some of the internship opportunities from the company end, so that might support in a better way for the students to get ready for the placements also. Thank you all. Thank you all. So we'll together train our students and develop the students, and of course that will also support your team also. Like the students will be ready for to support your MOI also. So that is what has been expected as an outcome. So our students, they should learn, they should train themselves, they should get all this exposure, and finally, of course, there should be a support from there, and also the students should support MOI for the development, as the students will be ready for that actually in the future. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Abhirami. I think it definitely is great hearing from someone, in a collegiate, because, we have these partnerships coming right now. We have PCCOE and Purdue, and now we have presidency. So I think it's really nice to hear a little bit more from the other end and hear a little bit more about your experience with this. So we are very excited for this collab, and very excited to, make an impact in a meaningful way and strengthen our MOI community a little bit more. With that, I would like to turn it over to Sai. Sai has some very fun and exciting updates for us, so I don't want to take away from that. Sai, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, hey everyone, GM, GN, good afternoon to our entire global community of MOI. I'm super excited to give the community updates today. It has been insane the last few weeks for the MOI community. Firstly, let's talk about the game nights. Let's start something fun. So we completed our second game night yesterday, and the response was, honestly, it was amazing. In just one session, we saw 52 new people joining our Discord channel. We had 3 rounds of the game, which was, only one round in the last one, with 30 questions this time, and with 1 hour of full fun and engagement. So that was something exciting and entertaining for the community. Right, so people joined from multiple countries, same like the last one. The number of people have also been increased. The active participants were around 35 to 40. What we are seeing here, the important thing is, this is not just being a game. It's slowly turning into a community, into an active one. They keep replying to themselves. They keep talking to themselves on the Game Nights channel during the game. Which is an exciting thing, which is an obvious traction that we have been seeing in the community, right? And going forward, we are also planning to have more frequent game nights like this with different set of games, not just the trivia that we are doing at this point, and also with the bigger rewards according to the game, according to the time that people spend, and all, with more creative formats and also. So if you haven't joined one game night at this point, maybe you're missing all the fun. I would strongly recommend you to join the next game night for sure. So yeah, the next update, Humanized podcast updates that we have. This is the very big update that I have for today from the community. So we have launched a Humanized podcast, and the episode 1 is already out there on YouTube. This episode focuses on AK's journey in Web3, his learnings, and why he decided to build MOI. What we wanted from this podcast is to be very real founder-led conversations, builder-led conversations. Nothing hype, no hype, scripted talks and all of that. Just honest insights from our founder. So going forward, we are also thinking to bring other Web3 voices across the globe into the upcoming episodes. And the response for the first episode is phenomenal. We have released just 3 short clips out of the entire podcast across Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and other socials as well. For that, we have already generated around 5K organic views, which is a very big for the first podcast itself. And without having any heavy promotion on this, we expect this to turn into 3x in the coming weeks. So that the distribution scale will also be getting improved. And episode 2 is also already in the preparation. It's going to be more bigger than the episode 1, with more deep insights and stronger conversations. So our goal here is very simple: build a very strong founder-led content and position ourselves as serious voice in Web3. Right. So yeah, that's something that I have. And yeah, I want to talk about Galaxy campaign. Coming to the Galaxy campaign, the real ecosystem participation where it has. Over the past month, we have seen a very strong momentum across all our Galaxy campaigns. We have reached around 130 quest completions, which is like a 50% growth compared to our previous one. This growth is not just the numbers. Slowly, the growth is translating into more on-chain activity, more social engagement, and more people entering into our MOI ecosystem. And right now, we have a campaign live already. Participants can claim $5,000 MOI token pool, and we'll continue rolling out more structured and engaging campaigns like this to grow our community and to grow our on-chain activity as well. So keep an eye on our Discord channels. You'll be able to see the updates more frequently about the Galaxy campaigns as well. So this is also one more thing that is very exciting. If you haven't participated yet in any of the Galaxy campaign, I would strongly suggest you to go check it out right away. Yeah, move on to the next one, Ruta. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, now a quick update from Monkey. He couldn't join today, but he sent the numbers, and they are very big at this point. We have crossed around 942K impressions, almost touching 1 million just in a month. This is the second million impressions that Monkey is doing, and with 10.5K engagements and replies have also shooted up to 80%, where profile visits have also shooted up to 90%. So I think this tells us that attention towards Monkey and MOI is growing. People are discovering, engaging with us, and also staying very curious about the content. Monkey content is becoming like a strong attention engine. So we are thinking, I mean, we already made plans to push more creative content for Monkey. So yeah. So what's coming for the next one? So we are going with more game nights, more frequent, probably having every Friday, and we are also have planned to start meme contests for the community, and more podcasts are gonna be live very soon. And campus roadshows are already in live yesterday. I mean, 26 we did it in Presidency University. That's one thing, and more Galaxy campaigns. So it says that there are many ways to participate, not just for building, also for being part of community, for fun, for that's also the rewarded fun, not just I mean easy one. So yeah, we are not building a quiet community, we are actually building an active global one. So yeah, I want to close this with one thought. So thanks to everyone who's been participating in joining, sharing, participating, I mean supporting in the game nights and other community activities. So we are not just building the technology at this point, we are also building an active community globally, and around it we are also building a culture around the community, around the ecosystem. So yeah, we are just getting started. Let's keep building together. That's all from me for today.
Absolutely. I think that was very, very well said. I think the time is now, and We have some fun things, as Sai was saying, that we do. We have a good work hard, play hard mentality here at MOI. There is just a lot to come, so definitely join our Discord channels, join our X page, join our LinkedIn, stay tuned for all of our LinkedIn posts, join our Instagram page. That is our new addition. If you want just candid advice, listen to our podcast. If you want to have fun, let loose, definitely join our game nights. And of course, just take a look, because we're always up and doing things. This community really is to be built alongside you all, and we take feedback very seriously. So definitely tell us if there's anything you wish to see, or you want to see more of, or you want to see less of too. We clearly are growing every single day, every single month. These community calls have more to show for us as a organization, and we are so excited that it's slowly happening. We're becoming more and more visible. So that is it for today. One quick note, actually, this just popped into my head, but I'm not sure you all knew, but AK, our founder, did participate in a panel at NYU yesterday. So if you guys ever want to hear a little bit more from him, let us know. We'll definitely keep in touch, because I think it's a great way to meet our founder in person. Reach out to the MOI team if you ever want to grab a cup of coffee with any of us. But that is all from us now. Thank you so much. Happy February 28th. We made it through, the first 2 months, and things are only going to get better. All of my Northeasterners, it's going to get warm, and spring is going to be great. So happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.